Boom, take two. Nikon sponsorship proposal. All right, here you go. A couple things you got to know about me, Jonathan Fibonojji. I am Nikon. There you go. Check it out. So happy. Just got sponsored by Nikon. I'm going to be their, I guess their official European, boom, and then, maybe some boom, and then, we got to, sometimes you just got to have some, some big money behind you, some Toby Keith. So here you go, Nikon, sponsor this channel, Jonathan Fibonojji, elevator pitch, what do you want to call it? You're like, okay, Jonathan, just go ahead, tell us why you are the best Nikon person in the world. Like, I will. Cooper, look at that. Eye of the Tiger, baby. I love this guy. Eye of the Tiger, Jonathan Fibonojji, boom, boom, boom. Okay, here we go. We're going to start right now. Jonathan Fibonojji, best National Geographic, Italian. Seriously, that's a really good book. Rick Stevens, Spain. You're like, okay. Boom. So Nikon, why should you sponsor this channel? Well, that's kind of for starters. So I'm probably the best photographer in the whole world. I'm out here in San Francisco. I'm really like a photojournalist type, a guy that loves to travel. I just can't help but take pictures. And I think Nikon is one of the best cameras on the market. This is Oakland, California. There's San Francisco, then there's Oakland. And really what I am, Nikon, or whoever's watching this channel, is I am a photojournalist at my heart. I just love taking pictures, and I'm opinionated about all kinds of things, like basketball. Don't get me started. So sponsor this channel. Remember this number, Nikon. There you go. Look at that, boom. You're like, Jonathan Fibonojji, we know you're a great photographer, but why should we trust you with our sponsorship when you don't know an f-stop from a hole in the wall? I'm like, because I'm a really good photographer. I'm not a technician. Boom, here you go. Little respect to Oklahoma, baby. I'm Team LeBron, Team Nikon. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Out here, even in San Francisco, I'm still Team LeBron, baby. I mean, Warriors are good. They probably need a better photographer. Warriors, you need a good team photographer. Jonathan Fibonojji, email me, americana417@gmail.com. So you're like, what is this number? I don't know what, maybe you're an executive. You're like, all right, Jonathan, we know that your channel is awesome. We know that you're Team Nikon. We know that you want to be our European photographer. We know what you want us to send you tons of money. I'm like, well, I am a great black and white photographer. More of a, I'll show you some of my work. Just some of the simplicity of black and white. And I love to travel. This is Durango, Colorado. I mean, there's nothing really spectacular. It's just a Facebook post. But just how photography punctuates our lives. Here I am, Durango, Colorado. And I would love for Nikon to sponsor this channel. I'm Team Capricorn, in case you're wondering. Capricorns are awesome. So how far is my YouTube channel growing, Nikon? I know what you're asking. You're like, okay, Jonathan Fibonojji, we know your email is americana417@gmail.com. We know you want us to sponsor your channel. Well, Canon sponsors people, and I hate to go to Team Canon when I'm really in my heart. Check this out. Old school, baby. Look at that. Jonathan Fibonojji. Boom. Back in the day, tweet me. Eye of the Tiger. No, but my channel, my YouTube channel, is growing every day. You know how they have all those analytics. There you go. Here's another. You can follow me on Twitter, Nikon. Email me, americana417@gmail.com. If you're an executive at Nikon, you're like, all right, we would love to sponsor you as our official San Francisco photojournalist, comic. I just like taking pictures of regular people, regular things. And seriously, I just love photography. if you want to be technical, here's the growth of my channel. These are the analytics for all the executives. They're like, okay, how much time in the last 90 days have people invested in your YouTube channel? Well, 13,000 minutes. People are watching my content. And I talk about all kinds of things. I talk about photography, obviously. I talk about travel, movie reviews, Jesus. I give my opinions on all kinds of things. And I use photography. Well, it's central to what I do. So, Nikon officials, email me, americana417@gmail.com. And I would love to be your corporate photographer, travel guy. In fact, if you're watching this channel, tell me who are the top 5 photographers of all time. And yes, you know, we all know about like Annie Leibovitz. I mean, she's amazing. But who are the top 5 photographers of all time? It's almost as difficult as picking your top 5 movies. Like, there's the Abraham Zapruder people. We're like, well, technically, that's one of the best. What do you want to call it? Abraham Zapruder. And then Ansel Adams. And there's a lot of really good film or photography documentaries. In fact, next time you watch a movie that you really like, notice how photography plays to tell that story. And how even in my own channel, I talk about things that are important to me. This is Durango, Colorado. Kind of some photojournalism. Do a lot of homeless advocacy. I'm using my lens, the lens of my camera, to tell the story of homelessness. And how that's a very important story. This is a very important story. San Francisco. Took a picture of a jellyfish. I love San Francisco. There you go, Jonathan Fibonojji. I love me some Jesus. I'm always interested in photography assignments. And for me, I'm not really a technical guy in the sense where I want to have these conversations about f-stops. I want to do some street photography. I want to tell stories, real stories, true stories. And at my heart, I'm a photojournalist. If I can go back to college, I would have gone into film. But in Abilene Christian University, there wasn't a film institute, or you couldn't major in film. I just watched a movie recently. It was a nice, beautiful, just the simplicity of having a camera on you. This is a giant redwood out here in California. Each ring represents a story. Just how I see the world. So Nikon, there's my pitch. Email me, americana417@gmail.com. Sponsor this channel. I love to travel, different cities, different nations, and tell kind of guerrilla marketing or guerrilla. There's a term we coined back in the early 1990s, kind of guerrilla marketing. Well, guerrilla marketing is just, think of me as like a guerrilla photojournalist, a freelance photojournalist. Having an independent voice is important. And how in today's world of fake news, who's telling the stories that really matter? I mean, who's telling those stories? And how most of today's news is really just, well, it's highly vetted news. And there is fake news. And fake news has real-world impact. That's why photography and journalism, real old-school journalism and telling real stories truthfully, that's why it's important. And I like Nikon. Okay, there's my sales pitch. You guys be good. Eye of the tiger, baby. Of course, you know, you're like, I'm not lying either. I'm beautiful. So Nikon, email me at americana417@gmail.com. I would love to use your equipment in Fibonojji 2.0, wherever I land or end up. I'd love to use your equipment. A lot of people are watching. These are the number of hours people in the last 90 days have invested, number of hours in Jonathan Fibonojji's YouTube station. And those are numbers from all over the nation. And eventually, you know, we're slowly growing internationally. I would love to go to Italy and Spain. So if you know anybody from Nikon, email me, americano417@gmail.com. Man, I've taken so many pictures with this D90, you know? That old school, man. The lens is broken, but I wore this camera out. I wonder how many images I have on this, camera. I had this camera on me when I got arrested in Durango, Colorado for trespassing at a food kitchen. That was when I was beginning to tell the story of how cities are really illegally treating homeless people. But nobody really cares about the homeless narrative, but I think pictures will matter. I think photography is important, and good equipment is imperative. Email me, americano417@gmail.com.